We forgot to stream, but the people who are here early got a little alpha that we're not going to talk about again. But we do have some special guests over the next couple weeks that are going to be joining us for game night from the different projects like Alluvium and Big Time to kind of just talk about what's going on and give us some updates about the game. And we also have some prizes we're going to be giving away as well. So
Should we tell them what the final prize for the night is, or should we wait?
I think we should immediately tell them yes because it's a pretty big deal
Wait, but
and
before we do
it's
that, we should definitely give our disclaimer because we are now live
oh
on
I,
X and YouTube
these are my
There's
favorite.
there was also a questions from Nocturnal at 8 o'clock. If you want to take a look at that as well.
at 8 o'clock.
Oh,
Yep, right above Musa Milbeer beer.
At 8 o'clock.
So Nocturnal. Oh, sorry, 9 o'clock on your end. Sorry.
Okay.
Where to buy AO on? I believe Magic Eden or OpenSea.
Oh, that is a good question. We will answer that after the disclaimer. Thank you for joining us on live stream with Alpha
wait, can
Origins
I give
Team.
the disclaimer for
Yes,
once?
do it.
I was gonna say you always get to do the disclaimer.
Do
Okay,
it.
welcome
Let's
back,
hear the
guys.
Reptar
We
disclaimer.
all right. We at Alpha Origins may be up bigly, but we do not give financial advice, and we do not think that it's wise to listen to random strangers on the internet about your personal financial decisions. So, if you take advice from people who are on the internet that you've never met in public about your finances, you are what, JC?
A moron.
Thank you. All right, now that we got the ugly stuff out of the way, guys, welcome back. We're going to be giving away some free shit tonight. We're going to be talking about the awesome games that we're involved with, and we are going to have DJ come up here and explain why my portfolio has just been up and down for the past like 3 months.
And I'm going
And
to answer
I got
Nocturnal's question
yeah.
There you go.
First, we're going to answer Nocturnal's question.
because that's an important question. There's the link to the collection on OpenSea, and I got to switch my blasted wallet here on
Love it.
Magic Eden.
So, speaking of the collection on OpenSea, guys, we've taken some feedback from the community about, different ideas for utilities that we can do for the NFT. And in the team itself, we have a lot of really cool ideas for that. But there were some people who had brought up the idea of like multipliers and things of that nature where, maybe it upgrade some of your winnings for things like game night or poker night or any of the other things that we do. We've been talking amongst the team and the mods about kind of incorporating some of this stuff. So, yep, the floor is 0.135. Very proud of that floor, guys. And, we haven't
There are
really fully
two.
launched yet.
There are two listed for sale. That one that's listed for 0.135 is mine. I may take it down just because no one
I may
bid on.
take it
Well,
down.
just I put it up there for people who might want to get in for that first contest, and they wanted to get in cheaper than they're going to be able to mint in the future, because the whitelist mint is going to be 0.14, and the public mint, once everybody on the whitelist has had their chance, the public mint will be 0.18. So I thought, if somebody wants to get in a little cheaper than the floor, that's fine. But there's only two listed. That one, and then there's another one listed for 0.2.
Yeah, and
People
we
aren't parting with these,
definitely
and that's fine. But there's also no offer. So if somebody wanted to make an offer, I don't know. Maybe somebody holding NFTs might slip you one. I don't know.
and that's the thing, guys. Like we have a lot planned for the holders for now. We really want to get back into these gaming events just because we know it brings in a lot of people. We could do tournaments. The
Oh,
game is
we're gonna do it.
profitable.
I'm gonna do it. Let me see. Let me go ahead. I got an idea for tonight's prize. Go ahead. Keep talking. I gotta check something.
His brain box is rolling right now.
Oh, good question. Python Ice. Can we get a random rumble?
Yes, sir.
Like the swords.
Oh, so magical.
Magic.
It's a magical Leopardon, Charlie.
You should talk about big time. no particular reason.
He can't because he muted himself.
I should talk about Big Time. Big Time is awesome.
So you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about the MetaQuest 2 because that's why I've been silent for the past 35 seconds. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of pass through. So guys, in case you haven't used one of these yet, I'm sure most of you guys have, but it's basically like the future of everything, and it's amazing. I just started playing Contractors today, and it's basically got all of the Modern War and Call of Duty zombie maps on it in VR, and it really just kind of reminded me like why we're doing this in the first place, because like it's just insane how far the tech is coming. And then when they're integrating things like NFTs into these games and stuff, like it's not only like cool because we're making money, but it's fun, dude. Like it's just, and when you there we go, I fixed it. So it's just
46 people in the match, 29
Let's
in the
go.
lobby. Look at that.
Yeah. Hey, some people know what's up. They don't want to listen to us. They just want to come for the free stuff, and that's fine too.
All right, I'm not going to do that. I'll save that for a holder game night.
Ooh, holder game night.
That's all you get to know.
A holder game night's only gonna be like 6 people right now.
Well,
and I'm about it. And I'm about it.
I don't know. Maybe I'll maybe if someone is a holder for our big prize tonight, I'll add a little something to it.
Mm-hmm.
Should we tell them, or should we just leave them in anticipation? Reptar's connected to his MetaQuest again.
I'm coming back. I'm in the virtual world, bro. I'm sorry.
We got a good crowd tonight. Got 35 in the chat, plus 4 people on stage. How is everybody? Anybody have anything super interesting going on? Other than Range, who is his brother. An unfortunate situation. His brother has cancer, but they are doing the best they can, and his brother has been given a trip to Hawaii. So, yeah, exactly, James. We're praying for his brother, but they are taking advantage of it. And I say taking advantage, I mean like they're getting some good things, even though it sucks. And they're in Hawaii right now, and Range and his brother are swimming with sharks. So, anybody else got anything cool going on this week? I mean, not swimming with sharks cool, and not Northern Lights cool, but.
Well, Digital Asset Summit was pretty good to see today.
I have been slammed all afternoon. I didn't even know one was happening today.
Yeah, they had a bunch of different people go up and present. DAG, Constellation DAG was there. Chainlink is partnering with Arrow. Ondo's partnering with Plume.
Ooh.
Just a bunch of different things coming out.
So you remove your pen. So where you want to go and this box.
So that's good. I like Chainlink being getting on board with Arrow, which is the base.
Agreed.
Is Arrow the DeFi token, or is it the
Arrow's the DeFi token?
Okay,
yes.
Yeah. So that's going to be good.
I'm currently earning free.
Yeah, are you farming?
Free.
Are you farming Arrow?
I sure am.
Nice.
I sure am.
Who are you using, guys? If this is not financial advice, this is if you're DeFi is a way to earn. Basically, it's like savings account interest, except your savings account. Congratulations. What? You tune Kia.
Welcome, guys. We're back. Okay, sorry. I'm out of the VR MetaQuest. Guys, download Contractors. We are not sponsored, but the most fun I've had in VR in a long time.
Can I call you Tune? Are you in the chat here, Tune? You gotta actually be in the voice chat.
Oh no! How will we know?
Oh, there he
How
is.
can we?
I got him. Okay, cool. So can I just call you Tune, or can I call you Kia? I drive a Kia.
I'm sorry.
You drive a Kia?
I do. I have a Kia Sorento.
Guy's got a plane and he drives a Kia.
Dude, I don't have a plane.
What year is it?
24. I just got it.
You like it?
Yeah, it's a 3-row SUV. It's a hybrid, not a plug-in, but a hybrid. It's a 3-row SUV that gets 38 miles per gallon.
I was gonna say my wife's looking at Kias to get for a new vehicle, so I was
I
wondering about
drove
them.
the Sportage, which everyone apparently in the world calls it Sportage, except for me.
It's a
And
Sportage.
but we drove a Sportage all over Iceland. It was pretty cool. It was a little tight, but it was all right.
So
Boys
I'm gonna do Stream Racers first tonight, guys, for the things.
So Kia, I'm gonna call you Kia. Is this your first win ever? Is this your first game night ever? Are you a poker player? Why is that? That's the, try this. So Kia, oops. What you won? You won your choice. I'm gonna type it in here. Your choice. Alluvium Beyond Disc.
Dude, it's
A
crazy to see the disc. Do you guys see the Discord updates today?
No. What you got? Oh, Scorcher keeping it again? Nice.
Thank you, Scorch.
Here
So
you
Kia, your choice. You can choose from these: an Alluvium Beyond Disc, a Serum City Pass, $5 worth of crypto. All you have to do is click on the support link there. It'll let you open up a ticket and just let us know you won a game night event tonight. And if you win more than one, we can add prizes to it. We don't limit how many times you can win. Right now, the record is held by two different community members. They've won 5 games in a single game night. So who knows?
So they killed it.
All right.
All right.
Without further ado, tonight's final prize of the night. The last game we play tonight, your prize will be. Oh, I see an ape. Anyway, that is a lazy ape. Hi, Neymar. That's a lazy ape. I know what's up. So the final game tonight will the prize will be a big time lunar time warden.
Ooh.
Yeah. And explain to the good people why they should care about the lunar time warden.
So here's the deal. Lunar time wardens, they're the common level time warden. But what do? Well, in big time, one of the ways you can make money is by breaking down. Well, you can create change. You can create hourglasses, which there's something. They're an item you equip on your character, and they allow you a higher chance of looting better loot in the game that you can either use or sell. But that's one thing you can do. You can craft those hourglasses either for yourself to use or you can sell them. You can also use a time warden to break down what are called cracked hourglasses. You get those in your space. Everyone gets it's basically your little own personal NFT apartment. It's like an instanced apartment. You open it up and you walk into it and you can walk around. You can add rooms. You can add what are called workshops, and the Time Warden is a workshop. There's also armories, which make armor, forges, which make weapons. A Time Warden makes hourglasses, or breaks down cracked hourglasses. Cracked hourglasses break down 4 big time token, anywhere from 5 to, I haven't, the legendary is 50, so 50 big time tokens at a time. But the current value, like if you went to buy a Lunar Time Warden off of the Open Loot Marketplace, you could buy one for $53. However, in times past, prices on these Time Wardens have fluctuated. So you have multiple rarities. Common is the most common, obviously. During the peak of the last big time run, where the game itself was really popping, and the token value wasn't particularly high, but the game was popping. Lots of people were playing. I sold a Lunar Time Warden at one time for $1,000. So that's what a Lunar Time Warden is. So our last game tonight, that will be the prize, since nobody seems to want the hot sauce.
I already told you I want the hot sauce.
I know.
Mhm.
All right, folks, you're here in the chat. You're listening to us run our mouths about nothing. Why don't you give us something to talk about? What are you interested in? What are you here for? Why are you here in Alpha Origins and not you, Ice?
Oh, JC, did you want to hear
And
about
not
the
you,
DeFi on
Ice.
Arrow?
Did I want to see what? Yes,
Did you
yes,
hear
yeah.
what?
So I wanted to preface this. So Arrow is the DeFi token. DeFi is like getting like if you put your money in a savings account, you get 0.01%, which is garbage, while they make 13% loaning out your money. But here, DeFi,
Mm-hmm.
decentralized finance, you just loan out your own money, and when you do that, you get what would be the equivalent of an interest rate. It's just staking rewards, because that's what you're doing. You're letting them borrow your token, and they're giving you a return. So tell us about Arrow staking.
So on Aerodrome Finance, it's not so much staking, but I have it locked um, in a liquidity pool. The way I normally do it is instead of doing the controlled blocks, I do AMMs, which is a guaranteed yield back.
So that's
Okay, good. I wasn't
automated
muted.
market maker. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry.
So when you
Ice, let me pause you 1 second. Guys, we're going to move over
absolutely
to the Twitch games. If you will click on the Twitch link to Reptar's Twitch channel, and then in the Twitch chat, we'll give everybody a second. We're going to do some races and some other games in Twitch. So in the Twitch chat, you have to type, on this one, you have to type !race. And then once we get everybody in here, we'll play. But we'll be playing a couple of games over on Twitch for a minute. Okay, please continue.
so I've tried it before on, like I said, on Airdrome Finance, you can take two different coins, pair them together, and then you can either do a CL, I'm not sure what that means, but or the automatic market maker. So in the automatic market maker, you do not have to set a range. You can set like the main one that I use is Aerodrome and USDC. You pair them together, and as of right now, that's currently earning me 32.5 percent APR.
Nice.
So that means whatever I have paired together, I'll earn 32.5% of that on the year.
Over the course of a year, yep.
And you can,
But how
another
often
thing you
can
can
you
do
claim it?
whenever you want.
And then can you just like
So
roll it? And how does it pay out? Does it pay out in equal Arrow and
it pays out
USDC?
in Arrow.
Okay. So if you wanted
So
to roll that in, like if you wanted to compound, basically you'd have to take your reward, split it in half, and then roll it back in as a pair.
yeah, so take the reward. I'd have to split it to USDC from the Arrow and then reinvest.
Okay.
But I also have, like you said, I have some locked for 4 years now. And Aerodrome Finance uses something where if you lock over 2,500 Arrow for 4 years, and it goes through the month, they actually give you a flight school bonus. So therefore, I was given, I think, 1/3 of my lock, and just given to me that in Arrow
Nice.
since I locked it for 4 years.
Yeah. Now
No, and that's awesome,
that's the
man. That's
downside is you can't
It's
touch it
locked
for
for
4
4
years.
years. Correct.
and that's the thing is like we do a lot of DeFi stuff, like with Saucer Swap, and we messed around with Radium for a little bit. Aerodrome is one that KB, one of our other leaders here. He's 4 years is a long time, but not all of them require a 4 year lockup or even any kind of
No,
lockup. A
I've
lot
got
of
my
them are
Crow.
pretty
I
cool.
locked up some Crow for 1 year.
Yeah, so there are some benefits to locking it up. You get higher APY, but there's a lot of options that you have where you don't have to lock it up too, which is nice. But
Yeah,
DeFi
our
is
H bar pools are not. There's no like it unlocks immediately.
yeah, they're liquid. They're always liquid. So it's really awesome to see like all these different decentralized marketplaces coming out because it's one of those things that I just I see a lot of success from with a lot of those.
Well, it's so frustrating. And what on earth is going on? It's so frustrating to know that if I put my money in the bank, they will loan it out and make 10% and give me 0.1%. It's like you you are making money off of my money, but not giving me anything.
Exactly, and that's kind of the reason that I'm such a proponent and advocate for DeFi is because it's like, yes, you have to trust these platforms in the same way that you trust a bank, but a lot of them have a lot of liquidity, and then on top of that, it's if you're going through like some of these bigger exchanges, like like Uniswap and stuff like that, that are pretty tried and true. There's not a whole lot of risk either. So
Yeah, and I mean, as the markets mature and as regulations come in and protections come in, boy, you guys are spinning out like crazy on this race today. It will get better, and that's one of the reasons we are able to make higher yields as individuals is just because it's a little riskier, so people have to entice us more. But it, if you think about the history of money and money lending and how the wealthiest people and the wealthiest banks got the way they are, now we can be our own banks.
So like Sasu's asking right now, yeah, the ones that I have locked in, I have it set in a relay, so it automatically claims, it automatically gives me. I was actually just trying to check on that right now. So it does put some Arrow and USDC into my wallet every week on that Wednesday, but it also compounds some of that Arrow back into
That's nice
itself
that it
every week.
automatically
So that's,
rolls it in.
yeah, so that's the relay set instead of doing a vote in which I'd have to choose which one to put my lock into.
Yeah, you just automatically roll it, which I
Yeah.
don't. I don't do that with my H bar and sauce staking. It pays out in sauce, and I could, split that half and half between sauce and H bar and keep compounding it. I haven't been because that's what I use to fund our prizes usually each week because I have enough staked across H bar and sauce and pack that I can earn, somewhere between, depending on the week, anywhere between $60 and $75 a week, which is
Hmm.
nothing to sneeze at because that's at current prices. And for example,
right.
sauce right now is at what 4.5 cents, and its all time high back last year was 20 cents. So I'm stacking sauce, but it will be worth a lot more in the future.
And I think that's the big thing to take away from it is when things are getting boring like this, you guys know, dude, these markets have not been fun lately. It's been up, it's been down. It's like, we know it's coming, but it's the wait, it's just killing everybody. I think the best thing to do in that kind of situation while you're waiting is to have your crypto make more crypto for you or get into some of these
Hmm.
games and stack some of these assets that you can then use moving forward when we go into the bull market. So it's like I'm just trying to keep myself occupied, and not so much looking at the charts every day, just because it's been brutal.
It's just
So
chop.
it's fun. Yeah, so it's fun when you can do things like DeFi and GameFi to kind of pass the time and make some money while you're waiting, basically.
So Pasha, all you have to
That's why I
do
like
is
that. That's why I like those
click
AMMs.
click Pasha. If you'll click on the Twitch link that I just posted above you there, that will take you to Reptar's Twitch page, which is where we're playing these games. And then on the Twitch page, you will see on the bottom right hand corner it says send a message. If you'll just type in there !race once this next race starts, you'll be in. Ice, can you post a link to your particular for Arrow? I'll get H bar. I use Saucer Swap for H bar. Um, just one second, Sazu. Here's what I use for H bar. Whoops, not fiance.
Oh dang,
Saucer
getting married.
Swap dot fi. Sorry, my wife and I have started doing premarital counseling for couples that want to get married in our church, and it's just a hey, let us tell you about all the stuff that we've learned in 20 years, and so like we just had
Look
our
at
first
me.
meeting with a couple tonight, and so yeah, maybe that's why I mistyped that.
You're meeting with another couple, huh?
Jibs.
Interesting.
That was funny. I got the joke. No, JC, that's awesome, man. Maybe I'll pay you a visit sometime for sure. I have
Only if you have ice cream.
I
these
can't
are really
eat
bad.
ice cream anymore.
No, but Reptar can.
I can love ice cream,
Jibs.
obviously.
There might even be a picture to prove it.
I don't think so. There's not. There's not a
For
picture to
those of
prove
you
it.
that don't, for those of you who don't understand the joke, Reptar was on stream one day and Range thought it would be funny to feed him ice cream, so we got screenshots for that.
No,
It's great.
doesn't exist. I don't believe it.
Definitely doesn't
All right,
exist.
so we're gonna do we'll do a couple more races, guys. And then
Never
we're gonna
existed.
That's my shelf for sure.
All right, so there you go. Here you go. Here's the Twitch link. If you'll click that, and we'll give you a second if you've never been on Twitch before.
Guys, and if
kinda-
you don't have a Twitch, just make one, because then you can get into the other games that we do all the time, and then you won't be sad when you don't win. You know?
And by the way,
Super.
if you're watching this on the live stream, jump in our Discord. If you're watching this on X, just click on the Alpha Origins channel, and our link tree is there. It's discord.com/Alpha Origins. But just click, get in here and win prizes. Rather, like you're gonna hear the same information, but you could actually win some prizes.
Yeah, the information's almost just as good, I guess. Unfortunately,
It's the same information that you're watching on the live stream because it's the live stream.
Love it, love it all. But yeah, hopefully we can get DJ. The guy broke his back, so guys, give him a break. But maybe we can get him up here later tonight, and we can talk a little bit about, like what's going on in the markets. I'm kind of out of my element on this one. That's why DJ is our market guru. But to my understanding, it looks like rates are going to be cut pretty soon, which is they're kind of just slowly seeing where things are at, and we're obviously in extreme fear right now as far as the markets, like the ranking system. So I think people are just kind of waiting and just kind of seeing what happens. But yes, the non-financial advice and the alpha channels, guys, go in there if you want to kind of get more information about actually what's going on. But again, it's really hard to kind of time the markets, and obviously when they cut rates, that's good for everything. But it's a little bit more complicated than that. I'm sure most of you guys are aware. So we're really just trying to stay busy while we wait for the inevitable. But it's definitely been brutal.
Yep, and here's the beautiful thing. It's been brutal for the last 3 months. If you've been with us in the Discord for a year, it's not brutal. We were buying crap a year and a half ago. Like, for example, a year ago, or even as few as like 6, 7 months ago, XRP was 50 cents. Now we're bitching and moaning because it's 2.45. Oh man, it's not moving. It's only up 5x. Like,
You're only up 5x. And DJ, it's almost like he heard me calling. It's so weird. DJ called Radium back at 50 cents. I went up to $7. And then we have community
$7. That's a 1, 2,
like
3, 4, 5, 6, let's see, 12 is 60. That's a 14x.
14.
14x and Ice. I mean, like I remember you and Kyle were talking about Arrow before, after it was
Good
really
grief,
like a
how
big
early
thing.
was Arrow at like single digits?
It was like 25 cents, I think, at that point
I
when you guys.
first got in at 22 cents,
Yeah, there
24
you go.
cents, something like that.
Below a quarter.
And
Then
that's
it
the
ran
thing,
up
guys.
to over 200, 250.
We've
It's
gotten
We're
wrecked on plenty of meme coins, but we've also done very well on a lot of really legitimate projects. And it's the collective is really kind of the biggest thing, and like that's why I really want to point out those channels to you guys, just because that's where people are talking about stuff about the markets and kind of what to be looking at right now. And hopefully we can get DJ up here to give us a little quick rundown. But yeah, and if that's not your thing, guys, if you're not sitting there pulling your hair out every single day, checking the charts every 45 seconds like I am, then come in and play some big time.
So
Relax.
change this would be something for you. My dad passed away a couple years ago, but years ago we were talking about crypto as it was an emerging thing. My dad bought Cardano at 2 cents.
Flex.
2 cents.
What's Cardano at right now?
My stepmom
That's
is
a
like,
good
I'm just
buy.
gonna leave that alone. I'm like, yeah.
Is that at like $3 now?
What is
So what
Cardano?
would
I
that
don't know.
be?
Let me look.
So if it was at 2 cents,
84 cents.
Yeah, it's below a
it's
dollar, I
at
think. But
84. Okay. So if it was at
Huh.
2 and it went to 20, that's a 10x. If it goes to $2 and it was at 3. So let's just call it. We'll
Okay.
call it $1 for now.
yeah, it's currently 74 cents.
It's a
There it is,
50x.
74.
Easy
It's
50x.
a 37x, and it's down.
And it's down by 300%, and you're still up a 50x. That's
Right?
wild.
It's just my stepmom loves it. She's like, she doesn't know anything
And
about
that's the
crypto.
thing, is it's like we've done so well that like now it's easy to get discouraged when we see things going down, but it's just like, it's important to take a step back and just remember,
Yeah, guys,
it's the nature of
if
the
you're here
market.
or if you're watching live or if you're watching on the replay, if this is your first 6 months to a year in crypto, please relax.
You're not having a good
Please
time.
relax. It's okay. We've all been there.
It's gonna be okay.
I personally got my ass kicked last bull run with NFTs. I mean, just got ruined. It's
Oh, dude.
okay. Like if you're in
Starship.
tokens, it's okay. You're gonna be okay. You may have to round trip. You may have to wait, but it's gonna be okay.
And that's the thing. That's the biggest thing I think that, people gotta, they always say zoom out. And I think it's like the perfect expression because it's just like, where it's going long term. If you're checking where everything is every day, it's easy to kind of get discouraged and, flip your bags or sell at a loss. And it's just like, sometimes you really just gotta wait out and see what these projects do. And just pay attention to where the money's going, I think is important too. Because right now, all the money's still in Bitcoin because that's where all the institutional investments flocking. That's where all these big corporations are buying because it's what they know, it's what's safe. So, obviously we haven't had that trickle down effect into Ethereum yet because Ethereum has literally done nothing but become a meme at this point. So it's just like, and it's the biggest chain. It's got the most, everything going for it, and it hasn't moved at all. So in my opinion, we're still just like way too into Bitcoin. Pickle did it. Love that.
Uh-oh. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. DJ
Damn, Pickle
is
wins.
in the house.
Yes,
DJ's
thank God.
talking.
DJ, I'm out of my element here. I thought I was doing pretty good, but can you just, pick up from where I tried to leave off,
I'm
Tell us
not
how
sure
to
where
make
you were,
millions,
but
DJ. Tell us
um,
where to go 100x leverage.
oh
Yeah.
boy. Well, I can tell you that we might be coming off the bottom, which is good. And there's
Bitcoin.
just a lot of volatility out there. I'm starting to watch big tech. Well, not starting to. I've been watching big tech forever. Wall Street. Looks like we're having a bull rally. And then we had
Dude,
a
you just got
strong.
off the road. I hope you haven't been drinking.
Those pain nuts are good.
No, I did just crack open one literally right now though.
Okay.
Um,
I need to refill this bourbon.
so I'm just starting on it, but yeah,
Is
like
it
I
a
said, we
Hulk
came off
Hogan
the
beer?
recent lows and blasted up.
Ooh.
Had a huge day on
Is
Friday.
Is it a Hulk Hogan beer?
No, it's not. It's a regular just 6% beer
Okay.
in a Bill's Mafia koozie that I got today
So
at a
DJ
trade
got
show.
to hang out with freaking Hulk Hogan and got like cases and cases of Hulk Hogan's beer. We're not jealous at all.
And I'm gonna get the Hulk beer for a giveaway, and we should set that up soon because it's super cool and why not, right? I think we're allowed to do what we want on here, so we could give away beer. I think, right?
As long as they're over 21.
Right. Yeah. You got a good point.
Jason,
Do we really have to KYC the winners at this point?
We may have to.
Yeah. Well, hey, they have to be at least
KYW.
they have to be at least
Know your
18
winner?
to make. Yeah, they have to be at
JC.
least 18 to have a Discord anyway. So
Just
There you
means
go.
They have to click that they're 18.
Oh man,
Guys, in
that's
the
too funny.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me give you the Twitch link again. So Pasha, you don't actually do anything. It's just a random game. The Twitch game itself randomly generates a winner. It's the same as if we played a battle royale here in the Discord. It just people get kind of tired of that, so it's just a different fun graphical, like it's a different iteration or representation of a random winner. So you don't actually have to do anything other than just type race. So
Getting it on that race.
yeah, the winners are entirely random. There's nothing you can do to improve your chances of winning. That's how we kind of keep it fair.
It's random. Shit is random,
Yeah, and
bro.
it's so easy a child could do it.
I don't know. My child can barely type, so I don't know if a child could type random. Oh, all right. So here we go. We got the next one. Race.
Oh yeah. All right, guys, make sure you hit join or you will not be able to join. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I mean, hey,
No,
you
don't
know.
hit join.
Exclamation point race.
Exclamation point race. It will
Correct.
not let
Oh,
me
I don't
send.
even have to do that. I just click join. Oh, okay, yeah. If
Yeah, you're the
hitting a
host.
Because you're
Genius.
hosting.
It
Got
won't
it.
let me send a message because I typed it too early now. It's like, your message is identical to one you sent within the last 30 seconds. It's like anti-spam on Twitch. Shut up, Twitch. You're not my boss.
Oh, damn.
Don't tell me what to do.
You ain't my daddy.
It's not my boss, but
Oh my god.
So, DJ,
But
what
yeah,
are we
dude.
waiting for? Why are we chopping around?
Yeah, do I need to start selling my kidneys now or should I wait a little bit? Like, what's going on?
hopefully you should have been DCAing your kidneys here recently.
Seeing my kidneys, I don't have much kidneys left, you know, is what I'm saying.
I mean,
So
if you
I
were
like I was saying,
Deadpool,
I
you
think
could
we're
like
gonna come
sell a
up off
kidney
the
and then
bottom here.
regenerate a kidney.
Yeah,
I'm
you can
not
always
sure.
do things for money, right? Go give plasma or
also-
something. Who knows?
Hey, I did
If
that,
you were Deadpool, you could chop off a whole limb.
dude.
We're definitely getting demonetized for this stream, but
Let's
that's okay.
go.
Seriously, like so if you guys
We
are
just went off a cliff.
if you guys are new, you don't know my wife's a doctor, but when she was in med school, we were poor. We were living off of student loans and plasma. Like we donated plasma. So
Hell
That's
yeah.
even worse because now they know we have the capacity to harvest organs for crypto, you know.
NFA.
Plasma,
yeah,
plasma
always
should get you
NFA.
college.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start the race on that note.
This has devolved
Cool.
into selling organs. All right.
You guys
Plasma
do
my
it,
main
man.
source of income is a challenge.
In reality, sorry to derail us, DJ, but yeah, I think what's going on, like I mean,
It's all good.
obviously
It's fun talk.
we've been kind of like DCAing like a lot over the past like I guess 6 months, and
Yeah,
you
I've been
know,
trying to buy things on the low, obviously, and got some money that we saved over from selling, a while back, which was great. So I still, I stopped buying CRO again because it's above 10 cents. I like it under 10 cents. Whenever it goes under there, I just buy it lately, or for the last while. There's news that they could be the exchange and token that helps launch, ETFs in the future for crypto, through World Financial Liberty. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on, but I think, like I said, we came off the bottoms. Maybe I'm paying attention to big tech, because right now it's that's just what I'm watching. For indications on Bitcoin, watching the big coins, DCAing on the ones that I think are still a good buy. And the cycle's fucked up, and we just kind of navigate as we go a little bit because Bitcoin hit an all-time high before the halving for the first time ever, and there's big institutional money. It's just a lot of stuff going on that's different this time. Maybe the bear market will be a lot shorter and the pump will be bigger and longer. I don't think this is the bear market. I think it's just a pullback, and it's healthy at this point. But there's certain levels we don't want to fall under, like I talked about. And we gapped up huge today on the S&P 500. And then Tuesday we got a little bit of a slowdown. Got a big doji candle on the daily. But it's hitting resistance right now, right? It's moving up off the lows. and it hit the first resistance, and we simply pulled back a little bit. And I think, like I said, it's a good pullback. It's a healthy pullback. It doesn't mean the rally to the upside is over. I don't think.
Sexy pullback, dude. I've been able to buy things so cheap that I thought I missed. Like there's big projects, and it's funny because I remember when Render dipped a few weeks ago. We were talking about it, and I just looked at the weekly chart. Render's up 33% right now, and it's just like if you can get in on
Render,
those, dude.
We were
and
talking
that's
about that at like I think $3. You know, like I mean, just recently. I mean, before that, a long time ago, way cheaper.
Yeah,
But I think it's a good spot to
like
pick some up if you do. You know, if you're adding to your bag or you don't have any you want to be in. You know, you didn't mix. You know, the huge move. But yeah, it's a great example.
Pickle.
Yeah, and it's just buying at these lows is really just the on good projects to me is kind of a strategy. But pickle with the double win, dude, that's awesome. Let's go.
Hang on, I gotta go on mute for a minute.
Yeah, no worries, brother.
No, thanks for hopping on, dude. We appreciate you.
2 wins for Pickle.
Yeah. All right, so we'll do.
Nocturnal just mentioned. Go ahead, Reptar. I'll continue after you.
Oh no, I actually just saw what he said in the chat. Go ahead.
So Nocturnal says he bought Playable, which I own a node for us for Alpha Origins. It generates 1,000 bull tokens every day, and I am stacking those.
Sorry, man, I'm back.
No, you're good. I'm stacking those, and those will once they come back, those tokens that are generated by the node. Now I'll keep the node because it's mine, and I bought it, and it cost me like $6,000. But I bought the node, that's mine. But the tokens that it's generating, I will be putting towards the Alpha Origins community pool. And right now, it's not worth a whole lot because one token is worth like 0.007. But the highest it's been, I think it made it up to 0.2. No, I'm sorry, 0.00. I don't remember. But it's Playable is a gaming play. They have
Playable, yeah.
Yeah, they have multiple games in their ecosystem. And,
do you still have that node, or?
Yeah, I still have the node. It generates 1,000 bull a day.
That's dope.
Yep, it's going in the community pool. Once it actually, becomes worth something, I'll send it over. I'll cash it out and send it over to the community pool.
It'll rip someday, you know.
Yeah. I mean, they have
if you hold something long enough, it's always gonna. It's inevitably gonna pump at some point, dude. Right.
What about FTX or Luna?
Well, I don't know about those.
If you took a risk,
I haven't looked at those in a long time. In all honesty, I don't know.
Luna Classic off the bottom. I mean, it was a hell of a risk, but I don't know. I don't like to go that risky, but that's not my wheelhouse. I mean, Reptar and Ice, was it you that went in on a fake meme coin?
Reptar and I on
funniest thing I've ever seen.
BBW.
Oh, dude, those are some of my I've had a lot of good times in crypto. Don't get me wrong, but that one was definitely I
didn't even participate in that. That's my favorite memory. So go ahead, Reptar. Explain. What happened.
It was just so we found a token that was dropping, and you guys know how it is when a token is getting ready to drop. It's like there's that immediate pump in the beginning. So we were excited. We're on the ground floor of this new thing. It was called BBW, Big Bad Wolf. And long story short, we're sitting there, we're waiting for the token to show up, and somebody had created, and this happens a lot with a lot of these meme projects, but basically they created a token that was very similar to the one that we were waiting for. So we bought the fake meme token. So it wasn't the actual token. And it just absolutely ripped. I think it 3x right in front of our eyes. And then we realized kind of what was going on. And we're like, oh my God, like the token hasn't technically launched yet. And we were confused because, we're up 3x already. So how could the token not have launched? And we realized what had happened. So we immediately
it was a scam meme token.
Yeah, we immediately sold, obviously. We were just like, okay, abort. So we 3x'd on the fake one, and then at that point, so many people were pissed because so many people had gotten rugged by the fake meme coin that by the time the regular meme coin launched, everything just dumped. So we 3x'd on a fake meme coin, but the other
Funniest thing ever.
the actual meme coin we never really bought because we were just like at that point the entire community was pissed and like there was people were skeptical about whether it was an accident or not and so it was just like it was wild. So we got in and got out of that.
Yeah, that's like, and I didn't have money and skin in the game, but we were in a voice chat. Like there was probably what 5, 6, 7, 8 of us in there from the community, just hanging out, watching these guys play this and they're like, this is a scam meme token. We know this is a fake meme coin, and at the time that day, like 5 meme coins ran.
So
And
we were up like 2x, and then we kept talking. We're like, okay, we know this thing's fake, but nobody's selling yet. So we just kind of watched it like a hawk from that point on. We got to that 3x, and we're like, okay, now it's time. Starting to see some sells. Let's get out of here.
I love the BBW story every time it gets told.
I know it's like my favorite story of this whole community. Well, maybe not my favorite, but it's a good one.
It's pretty funny, yeah. I mean, I don't know. We should do that sometime again. Just get in on a fucking total random meme coin at launch, and all be on together again. That was fun.
Hey, memes are the only thing running right now. It's another
Memes are just
one of those times
tough.
where it's like memes are because everybody else is stuck and bored, and
Yeah, it's tough news out there.
Let's make something move.
Hey,
I have bought some Brett down here.
Ooh, yeah, Brett's one I hear a lot about, especially because
I bought some Brett down here at like 2 or 3 cents. Not financial advice, but it's really beaten up right here.
Where are you buying it?
I think if you can hold that for a while, you'll be happy with it. If you can, if you got some time to take profits later down the road, I think it's a good price to DCA it or buy it. It's just like a blue guy.
Is it Brett based or is it
Brett on base? Brett on base.
Based. Okay.
Yeah.
I see it.
I don't have like anything handy, but I mean, I was just trying to think of stuff. Like I said, I bought some CRO under 10 cents. I bought some Brett at 2 or 3 cents. So
KV a little bit about Pro in the Alpha
good
channel.
Yeah, if you're interested in Crow, there is some info in the Alpha channel.
I want to stake mine somehow. Someone posted I'm in New York and I don't have crypto.com. I can't get it.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I'm on crypto.com.
But I know, right? Can I send you my Crow and can you stake it or something, dude?
Yeah, but I just don't know how to keep track of the difference between yours and mine.
Right.
DJ, let me tell you something about
I was half kidding.
To a fellow New Yorker, because this is bullshit. Right. Okay, like first of all, I can't use crypto.com because obviously
I know, right?
You can't. And then the other thing is I went on Big Time and I'm like, trying to figure out how to withdraw, funds and move things around and get some NFTs and stuff. And right. I can't use a credit card or any kind of thing or add. Yeah, I know. I get it all the time. Yep, I know. Trust me, working on it, guys. But the point is, like, I can't withdraw.
Me too. I just got to get my wife to say yes.
I can't withdraw any of that stuff from any of those platforms until I'm out of the state, basically. So it kind of sucks. There's workarounds to it, like there is with most things, but it's just it's really a pain in the ass for depending on where you live. So yeah. Especially with like the exchanges.
Unfortunately, not some of the crypto.com, I believe, is KYC.
Yeah, that's why I like DeFi so much, is because they don't care where you're from and you're just a wallet connected and like that's it. It really is.
They're like, who cares?
Yeah. It's like you're not being tracked or they're not KYC.
I like that I can get CRO right on Coinbase now in New York too. That's really easy. Before I used to have to like swap it and move it and get it into a friggin' different wallet, all this bullshit. Now I just go on there and be like, bye.
Well, yeah, and in the chat
and HBAR too. Like the first time I bought HBAR, you couldn't get it on Coinbase. Like, well, so some stuff is getting better, but for New York, but crypto.com would be super nice to have.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't get Hedera on in New York either at first. I had to use this weird exchange, but I was still able to.
Yeah, remember I bought it at like 4 cents on some weird exchange and used
Yeah,
change now and got a whole bunch
change
of it.
now,
Yeah.
dude. And you know what? I still
Yeah.
use it just because they were able to offer it, and I'm like,
I
that's
use
cool.
change now to buy Sui. I send Solana to change now and convert it to Sui or Sui and put it in my Sui wallet every once in a while, like DCA into that from some of my dog with hat money.
Yeah,
So I still use change now
I know I
No,
shouldn't do
because
it, but
Sui, like you can't get Sui on Coinbase in New
I
York.
can't. Yeah, you can. Well, you
I
can't.
can't.
New York can't. I
I
can buy
can't.
it
No.
right now. It's like
Yeah. Well, in New York, I can't get it. That's why. So I
I've
still got to use change now for stuff.
I've sold I've sold a lot of SWE in the last couple weeks. Guys, we'll do Rumble here in a minute. Right now we're still in the Twitch games.
yeah. Here,
Yeah, I was starting to rebuy Sui at like
that
$2,
one. Yeah.
2.10. Because I don't think the run's over. I think this is the pullback. So I'm DCAing it just to be careful. Because if it's not the pullback, I don't want to get fucked. But
Dude,
um,
I'm at the point where I don't care if this is the bear because like I'm anything,
if this is the bear, it's nothing, dude. I mean, this is obviously it's gonna go longer and get worse.
This
But
is not a bear.
um,
This is a 30%
yeah, this
correction.
is just. I think it's a healthy pullback. But
5 of them have
well, like
the
I was saying.
last bull cycle, 30% or more.
All right, so let me put that chart back in chat because I dropped it forever ago. It's probably long gone by now. Here, hang on. How do I go back to my pictures?
No, I was going back to it, and I just want to say, No More Chains was saying, you know, the pump fund sucks, and it does. That's why, like, a lot of the projects we're in now are, you know, projects that we would hold during the bear that are doing real building in the industry. You know what I mean? They're not just like, you know, meme coins are fun, but it's not something you want to hold through the bear, like obviously, you know. So it's like,
All right,
Right.
DJ, I see
I did open
SPY
up
chart
a leverage
and
trade on Cardano recently as well.
I'm looking at SPY charts here, DJ. I'm pulling them up for people that are watching. What am I looking at?
Okay, I put a couple in the chat.
Yep, I got them pulled up for people to watch. What are we looking
Oh,
at?
perfect. So I expect a little bit of a lower day tomorrow, like I was saying earlier, but you know, we're watching for a melt up. You know, like I said, it came back up the resistance earlier. You know, made a little doji candle there, and that's normal because it's breaking out. It could be the bottom, right? That line drawn up is the bottom, right?
Talking about
And the
like a
line
V
comes
bottom
up, and
kind
then
of pattern here. Is that what we're
yeah,
looking at? Okay.
yeah, where it's kind of it's had a bunch of green days in a row. Today it was red. Like I said, there's healthy pullbacks, and I think this is it. And then if it sits here around that area and then goes and starts to move back up and gets between like 574 and 577, then that could be the next leg up on the SPY. Watching the SPY instead of the QQQ just to be safe.
Yeah.
To make sure things are good in the market. But you can see, some things are turning up there.
Is the bottom
The
here, is
RSI and
that
the
volume or is
stochastic.
that money flow?
Yeah, that's squeeze mop and money flow, and they're turning up.
I see it.
But
Like
there could be a
deep red
slowing
and
economy
huge.
ahead. Yeah, and that's buy volume over the next couple of days, or the last few days, and then today it's
Okay, cool.
not so green. But like I said, today was a little bit of a pullback. So, but there could be a slowdown ahead, right? So you want to see what the Fed says about sticky inflation and slow growth, because that could be stagflation, and that's not good, right? But it is better than deflation. And ultimately, I think the Fed will realize that if the economy is starting to slow down, he's going to have to pull out the old, give the economy a boost, right?
yeah,
Maybe fucking cut the rate and
That's
ease
right.
a little bit.
Right.
He'll tighten the belt, So April 2nd is the next time Donald Trump's going to take the lead and, show some moderation or dovishness or hawkishness and see what happens. And then, Fed Powell have to come out and see what happens. But I think they're going to take a slightly more dovish approach, I would think, in the next time they talk. And April 2nd is going to be a big day for the market. So,
DJ, for people who don't know, what's the difference between being hawkish or dovish?
just in the way that they speak, if they're hawkish, they're kind of talking about holding the rate and, things aren't going so hot and making it sound like, all right, it's not the best environment for growth. And if they're dovish, they're like, things are looking good. Job reports are nice. Inflation stayed steady. And, they talk dovish, like, yeah, things are good. There could be a rate cut ahead. We're not afraid to do it. Stimulate the economy. All this talks about, what they say and how they say it, basically.
Now, DJ, did you? I keep seeing that M2, global M2 money supply is ramping up. China's dropping more cash. Maybe Europe's talking about lowering rates and dropping more cash. The U.S. is printing more money. Like, Have I misheard, or is that what's up?
No, I've seen that. Yeah, they're starting to slowly turn the printer on. And it's been happening overseas a lot. So it's, their people are printing around the world. They're stimulating over in China and other places. So yeah, the money supply, versus the prices of the S&P 500 also is a really nice way to watch that. And that's why, like I said, I watched The Spy because it gives you a lot of good stuff. It just kind of correlates. But if we took a target down in that thing that I was drawing, so the setup is at 57,425. We could get that cross, and that would be big returns right there if we take a read on that overall chart I put there. But right now, I think we're actually still in an up move, and we just had a first pullback, which is super normal. So, and healthy, like I said. So if there's a little bit more of a downturn tomorrow, that's fine. I'm actually expecting a little bit of sideways action for a while. So I think we're gonna just go sideways for a bit, see what happens. We're at the top of the range.
You're saying
getting
short.
back up.
You're saying short at 100x leverage right now.
So I think we move sideways for a bit.
And to be real, dude, like that big crash that everybody was talking about, the big pullback, like Bitcoin only went to like it's 78,000. It barely went below 80,000. So like people were, and it was at 100. So it's like people are kind of, I feel like people are just kind of panicking for no reason. Like if it dropped to 50,000, 40,000,
Yeah, for sure. But so I just put another picture in the chart, and so like I said on the bottom here, the MACD is turning up, and we have a crossover down low after a huge sell-off, which indicates obviously the potential for an ongoing bullish move. Which you see, JC pointed out that there's the green buys, the histograms up top, and it's producing another green bar tomorrow, or let's stay relatively flat. It tells us that there could be a little bit of a downturn here to take into consideration, but we're still pointing up. I drew in there that little pad, that little just wet, like an ascending channel just right above where I drew earlier up, and it's moving. It's just moving in that channel, kind of going up. It looks pretty strong. A little bit of selling, but if we open up tomorrow, I'm looking for an opportunity to potentially buy the dip again here, because this is maybe the bottom. And then if it does, it'll form a double bottom. We'll start moving up. So we got to watch for a bounce around that 565 on the S&P 500, 562, and those are the areas that I had highlighted on the chart. And then there's a clear channel moving up, like I said, moving us to the upside. So there's the technicals on the SPY. That's what I got for you on the SPY.
That's amazing. DJ's doing it. He's calling the double bottom. I'm capping it. I'm screenshotting it, and we're gonna see in 2 weeks and see what happens. And we're gonna say "I told you so" once again. But
or it shoots up in that channel tomorrow, and we're just moving up. So it's like it's either good stuff. We're gonna know. We're gonna see what happens.
Yeah. Either you're gonna expect to get completely screwed, or you're gonna wake up and we're gonna be up. So either way, like let's go.
And then I got another one to show you guys later too, or whatever about NVIDIA, because I talked about NVIDIA last time. A little NVIDIA update on the chart. I'll drop a picture and talk about that if you guys want, but if not, we'll play a game or do whatever.
No, 100%. And DJ, like obviously this is a rhetorical question, but because like I'm into render and NVIDIA, but why do we pay attention to NVIDIA as a stock if we're doing crypto, like for the new people?
Basically because the NVIDIA and render are kind of the same type of deal, in the conventional markets and then the crypto markets. So it's just a good indicator of what that one could do.
I'm trying to find the meme that we posted, but essentially NVIDIA is it holds up a lot of the stock market right now because it's one of the biggest tech giants. Just because everyone needs to use it for processing power, and they're just one of the bigger ones. So it's a good indicator for where like technology stocks, I guess, are going, and crypto, obviously falls.
Right. Yeah, it's the leader in that sector. That's why I pay attention to Apple and Meta and NVIDIA and Palantir and Tesla and all these, great companies. Yeah.
No, yeah, dude, definitely drop the chart for that. Dude, this racer is way better than the other one. This one is like Mario Kart.
All right, here I'm going to drop that NVIDIA chart in here. It's a close up chart. It's a good showing you on the daily here. And then I got like the 105 there down here, which we hit last week when we were talking about it. Like, hey, could we be forming, an inverse head and shoulders? Remember, I was like, it could come down, maybe bounce back up. It's right at that area here at the bottom where if it bounces back up, we're going to move. If it falls down,
Look at that.
we're going to buy Nvidia at like $100. And if you can hold on to it for a long time, it's a great buy.
Guys, all of this is in the NFA channel. Like, we talk about
probably be 140 by the end of the year, I would think. Not a huge gain, but in stocks, I mean, maybe you buy some calls down there, dude. Load up a fucking 10 calls.
Mosey.
With tight stop loss. So these, I'm just showing you levels. That's it. Not financial advice. Just what I'm looking at, what I'm doing.
No, dude, I
So
think
if
it's
Nvidia. Oh, so I was just going to say, if we have a bearish engulfing candle tomorrow, sort of overshadowing the previous week here on that Nvidia chart, we still have some good signs on the chart, even though it looks like we could be rolling over. If you look at that stochastic and MACD on the bottom, it looks like it's almost going to roll over and turn down, right? Let me post that in a picture. I'm going to drop this next picture. And then you can see in the bottom, like I was showing there. So if we come up off those lows again, and then we have more green above on the stochastic, and then they cross underneath, it could be the beginning, of these things starting to contract rather than expand. And they see at the very bottom, there's a circle with the line. It got rejected on the 50-day on the RSI way down below there on the chart. So it doesn't look like it's going to be a strong breakout, right? However, I think that if we came back, we could potentially make the higher low, like I was saying before. See, I drew 105 in there, and it could come back and potentially hit that, a higher low, right? Not by a lot, but by a little. Instead of, that $102, $100 mark comes up, makes 105, bounces up. Get aggressive, maybe buy some calls in there. Last time we made a killing on the Nvidia calls. Like I said, maybe load up 10 of them with a tight top loss. If it hits, it's a banger. If it doesn't, then you took a shot at it, but you didn't lose a lot of. So we're trading off of strength and weakness.
And where are you trading most of the traditional stocks on right now? Are you guys still using like
well, I'm using MEXC because I gotta use a VPN in New York. But that's good. Someone put in the chat earlier, I think it was who was it? I can't remember. They put that they just downloaded Blowfin. And that's the same thing but different.
Yeah, Nocturnal.
No, that's cool. I definitely want to look more into kind of some of that stuff, because I know there's Robinhood, but Robinhood's a joke, and it's like there's just
Robinhood's not bad if you just want to buy some. Maybe you can buy some calls or puts on Robinhood, no big deal.
We need to do a video series with me and Reptar interviewing DJ and him just walking us through how to do all this crap, because I don't even know.
Because this could be a big trade if it comes back down there. And your risk is so low down here at 105.
I don't even know what that means.
And that's the thing, man, is it's like that's a lot of the stuff we do, you guys know, is like, traditionally in crypto, but I think it's important like that DJ's paying attention to stuff like traditional finance and like stocks and these tech companies, because it's all connected, right? So it's like
what if they start buying crypto like MicroStrategy, these guys? Oh, Nvidia's putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Boom, shit blows up, goes insane.
Exactly. So
just like AMC added Bitcoin to their balance sheet today. Did you guys see that story?
Yes,
GameStop too. Yeah.
GameStop is like, we're gonna buy Bitcoin just like MicroStrategy.
GameStop's like, we're cash heavy, so.
So that was interesting. There's just always something going on in the traditional markets, and that's where I come from. But I also like crypto, so try to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, so it could turn out to be a big, huge trade if we come down around that area, and the risk I think is low. Maybe you take a longer out call, a leap option or something, play it safe, stay out of the money for a while, and just that thing rips up, goes to 118, 140. I mean, we're gonna be like, woo.
DJ, drop your affiliate link for your thing, and I will sign up, and I'll make a call tonight, and we'll see what happens. Let's have fun.
Well, I'll have to get
Yeah, we're doing one more thing, and then we'll do.
I gotta go out first. I gotta turn my VPN on and then go to that MEXC, because I can't if you don't use the VPN, it's like to know is fast.
Yeah, I have Nord because I'm in New York too.
Mexico right now.
You're in Mexico right now?
On my VPN.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, what are you doing?
I got that Nord right on my phone. Yeah, I use the app on my phones. Mexico
No.
95. I'm in.
Dude, I don't know.
No,
Let me go to
like,
Mexico.
there's also an argument to be made for medical tourism in two places, Mexico, and then I've also heard that Turkey is like the place to go for medical tourism.
Like I
Medical
needed,
tourism?
Medical
I need a
tourism.
new kidney and
Hmm.
on the cheap kind of thing.
No, like, hey, I'm gonna go. I mean, like, there for the longest time, it was like cosmetic stuff. Like, if you needed hair transplants, you could spend $20,000 in Atlanta, or you could fly over to Turkey, have a vacation, and have them do it for like $1,500. But they've apparently like developed that out. So like there's people that go like, hey, I want to have like a full body, all kinds of tests done, and just see where I am and see what my general health is, and whereas here, number one, they won't even insurance won't even let you do it unless you have like 15 comorbidities, and over there it's like, and here all those tests are going to run you 40 grand, and over there it's like $500.
That's insane, dude. All right, so guys, moral of the story: we don't give medical advice
Yeah,
here
we
either.
definitely don't give medical advice. But you should go
But
to
We
Turkey.
don't
if
give
you need
medical advice.
medical
We
care,
tell
go
our
to Turkey and get it on the cheap. Okay, they got great doctors over there,
Shooter, is that two for Shooter tonight? Look at that.
and it's like
Or
narrow,
Spain.
so you should know. You guys are in good hands. Okay.
All right, let's bring it back into a couple. Ice, can you give us a random rumble tonight?
Yes, absolutely.
Random rumble it.
Yeah,
Every
I don't
day
think the
I'm
last time I did
rumbling.
like
Every day I'm
Reptar
rumbling.
mode.
go.
Ooh, Jurassic. All right, since it's Jurassic, I'm gonna make Jurassic our bounty. So
Jurassic Park.
in addition to like, if you
mean
win,
a-
you'll have the standard option
T-Rex?
of prizes. If you win, you can choose an Illuvium disc, a Serum City Pass, or $5 worth of crypto. But because it's a Jurassic era, we're gonna make this the bounty of the night. If you kill Reptar with your dinosaur, in any way, shape, or form, if you kill Reptar with your dinosaur, not like, oh, Reptar got eaten by a dinosaur, but like,
Reptar wants to die.
then you get the $50 bounty.
Let's go. It didn't get claimed last week. It was so close. Someone got the wolf in it. We did wolf last time, but
Nice.
And if you're an NFT
So what do you
holder,
have to
get a
get
bottle
killed
of
by
hot
for the
sauce.
bounty again?
you have to kill me
No.
with your dinosaur.
With your dinosaur.
No. I want to have a
Specific.
bounty too, but I don't know what it should be. It's fun to have one, right?
Modifier, if you hold an NFT, you get a bottle of hot sauce too.
No.
Gang, let's go.
Oh, modifier. Wow.
And yes, maybe if you kill DJ or Reptar with a dinosaur.
I tell you what,
Can we do that?
if you kill both DJ and Reptar by any means,
Hmm.
if you get both of them and me, you got to kill all three of us. I'll send you a hot sauce.
Yeah.
Nah, just those two, just Reptar and DJ. I'll leave myself out of it. But you have to kill both of them.
Moon
Not
is
just
ready.
And then after
I'm
that,
excited.
for our next rumble, we'll do the grand prize for tonight.
Yeah. And
Here,
guys,
how do I do this?
Click the swords.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to post something. I'm
Okay.
horrible at this.
Yeah,
How do you
Reptar.
do
follow
DJ,
your own
learn how
advice.
to use Discord.
Discord game night chat.
Come
Wait,
on, Boomer. What?
Mm-hmm.
is it the one with the little red or purple guy next to him?
Yep. And then you
Yeah.
hit the
Okay,
chat button in the
perfect.
upper
That's
right.
the one.
Hold it on a
Well, it's like I'm
phone.
trying to share it from somewhere else.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Reptar muted
Anyways,
himself.
I just got in this trade
Ooh.
recently, a Cardano 10x. I opened it at 73 cents, and
You
but
did.
it's down a little bit. Anyways, it's a 10x leverage, so it's actually down way less than $7. But with 10x, it's down $7. Anyways, my point is it's pretty close. I'm down a little bit. This is a long-term Cardano trade. I'll post this in financial advice. My liquidation is 60 cents. I don't think it's going back to 60 cents.
No, I think you're fine there.
Ride that
So
out.
every penny it goes up, it would be $100 because I set up the trade, as the $500 size, but the $100 margin. So every penny it goes up, will be $100. So that's cool. But obviously the same thing on the way down. But if it gets to 60 cents, I'll probably let it close and reopen it. But if not, I might feed it some money to keep it open. I don't think it's going there, but
Oh,
You never know.
Chains has a dinosaur.
But you got to have a stop loss on a plane. Is also a
Shadow
good point.
Tactics and IDSP also have dinosaurs.
So I'll post that in the other channel too if you want to see that trade just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, guys, like we post stuff in the NFA channel, but the NFA discussion channel, it's for everybody. If you've got stuff that you're looking at and you want the community to know about, or if you've got an alpha call is for the stupid DGen stuff, like hey, this meme is taking off, put it in there. That's what it's here. It's here for all of us. It's not just hey, the Alpha Origins team is like spoon feeding information. The whole point of this community is we all give each other what we know. So if you got stuff, don't feel like, well, I'm not on the team or I'm not a moderator, so I don't know. Like we all have valuable information to share with each other, and we're all trying to make it.
All right, put it in there. Trade I opened NFA.
Guys,
And then
we're
I'll
already
put the
already
Nvidia
up
stuff in there
there,
that I was
okay?
talking about.
We know what we're doing, okay?
What?
Yeah,
It's not
I
we
flex,
totally know.
I don't know what I'm.
We're having lunch tomorrow with Warren Buffett.
We who?
He had beer with Hulk Hogan yesterday, okay? Dead ass.
No big deal.
No big
We're
deal.
gonna take the AO private helicopter.
Hey, you know what? I was in a 30-second
We have a pilot.
scene on a home front with Mandy Patinkin.
See, I'm just trying to come up with like the most important thing I've done.
Movie star.
Movies.
We did watch one night. We did a movie night with Hunt Her, Kill Her, and God, it's awful, but I loved it.
Dude,
It's
I
so
am gonna
fun.
watch. I think I'm gonna rent it right now and have it in my collection.
It's all. It's like it's not even like you've heard of like AAA movies. You've heard of like B movies. This is not even like a D movie. It's like an R movie. It sucks.
I would
like
say
an
it's a
R.
triple A, but it's also R because it's bad in general, right? Bad stuff happens, but
It sucked.
I mean, come on, dude, you're critically acclaimed. Don't play bashful in front of these people. Hunter Kill Her was a box office success.
It was not. Anthony Jr.
Lambo.
is our winner on this one.
Oh, it's so awesome. You guys are awesome.
We also have an island
We don't have an island yet. We need XRP to go
where we're gonna
to
do our
10,000.
taxes.
Hey, if I own an island, you can eat me for taxes. I'm not paying taxes.
What's that guy doing over there? Whatever I want. I have an island. Get out of
Yeah.
Whatever I
here.
want. My island.
The island, it's mine. I love that. All right, one more rumble for us, please, Ice. Last rumble. Give us a random.
Yeah, we are gonna get that. First of all, JC, thank you so much for donating the Time Warden for tonight's prize. DJ, thanks for taking the time to come out and give us some info. I know people are panicked out there, and for everybody that wants to come hang out with us on Thursday, we're going to be doing another big time event. So tomorrow at 9 p.m. Basically we'll help you get into the game, answer any questions you guys have and figure out, show you guys how we're making money in the game and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
and,
even if you're not playing, if you're interested to see like what is the gameplay like, what are the different aspects? There's like 15 different ways to play and earn money. This is one of the games.
Yeah, these guys know what they're doing.
You can earn.
They made the loot
money
before.
Playing a video game.
We might trade a meme coin at launch. Who knows?
Dude, if we do a meme coin, it would have to be just nothing. It would just
fart coin ripped yesterday.
Dude, that's the dumbest.
I had fart coin for a while.
Like anyone could just make a coin and it just goes and it's.
Have you guys seen that Please coin?
What?
Oh.
No.
The Please, that PWEASE, was what it's called.
Please.
It's JD Vance, but it's only pictures of him being fat. Oh my god, it's so funny. I know a friend of mine made a bunch of money on that. I was like, he sent it to me. He's like, dude, I'm buying this. Please buy it with me. I'm like, dude, you're shot. And but dude, it went up like crazy.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Guys,
that's
Oh my god, it was
the
too funny.
other side of it. Like we genuinely try to pick good projects here, but don't get me wrong. Like again, like BBW lives on forever. Like
We
it's
gotta have
just
some fun. Like now, I will say this, and this is not financial advice. It's just a general good rule of thumb. In especially in super risky, super risky stuff, don't put any money in that you would not be willing to flush down the toilet. And I mean
Oh yeah, these are flushers.
literally flush. Like if you are willing to take that money and flush it down the toilet, you might as well put it in a meme coin. Hey, Range is here. Hi, Range.
No way. Range, what's up, man?
Range
How's
killer.
Hawaii? It's like what, 5 p.m. in Hawaii?
Yeah, what time is it there for real? That's
Do you
crazy.
have all your limbs still?
Yeah. Did you lose anything to the shark? By the way, guys, this
Dude.
is our last Rumble. The winner of this Rumble gets a common time warden. Current value is $53. All-time high value is $1,000. So, this is not a small prize. And you don't even have to hold the NFT. How about that? If you do hold an NFT, I'll toss you something a little extra.
Ooh.
How about that? If you're a holder, I'll slide you an extra. I don't know, like an armory or something.
Ooh. But yeah, Range, thanks for checking in, man. Again, you will never catch me dead in the middle of a boat surrounded by sharks like you were earlier. So good on you.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Why not? That sounds amazing.
Yeah, let's just on
Until
vacation.
one of
The
them
first thing I
bites your
want to do is
sausage
be
off.
surrounded by sharks. Like that. But no, Range. Hopefully you stay safe, and thank you for checking in, even just for a minute.
We are not jealous at all that you're in Hawaii.
I'm a little jealous.
Snowed here today. No big deal.
I'm definitely jealous. It makes you feel better, Range.
He said he's not in voice chat.
That's
He's not
fine.
hearing any of this.
Okay.
Oh, he's not.
Watch the replay, Range.
Swim with sharks.
Coward.
What else? What else should I say? Hold on.
Here's a funny please one. Hang on.
Dude, that's the thing. It's so impossible to figure out which meme coin is the one that's gonna just send, because there's just so many of them, dude. It's like impossible.
Yeah, it's the worst. But it's it's.
But
it is what it is. Memes are funny, I guess.
It's addictive. It's addictive, dude. So you find a good meme.
This is
That's
me.
really all
Don't
you
get
gotta do.
addicted.
This is me last Thursday.
Dude, I love
Take that, Range.
Yeah,
No danger of being eaten by sharks.
Sweet green
I
screen.
gotta try to put my other ear thingy in. I think the battery's not low on that.
Boy, it's been a long rumble. There's still 7 people left. There's a lot of revives there, though.
Started with 51.
Oh, Range, that was freaking
There's
awesome.
51 people in this rumble? Damn.
Yep.
50.
50. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we had 50. I love
59.
Guys,
That's awesome.
Thanks for coming out every week and supporting us and being here. I hope you're getting something out of this. Like us, I know we're sitting here running our mouths for an hour and a half, but thanks for being here. I hope you're getting something from this. At least I hope you're entertained. Are you not entertained? I mean,
Are you not entertained? No, guys, and honestly, it's awesome to be able to do these events just because I know that there's just the amount of knowledge from just so many different people working together. It's amazing to see. DJ, again, thanks for all the information. It's like super helpful to pay attention to that kind of stuff, and those are all things that are complicated for people to learn and to understand what's happening.
And we have a winner, and I don't
Yeah.
recognize it. Is this a first-time winner?
Big winner.
I've been looking at his PFP all day, actually, since we started. He's in the Mutant Cartel as well. Look at that.
Oh shit.
He's been with us since July of last year.
Yeah,
He's
but
been
I mean,
around.
is this
Hell
a new,
yeah.
like I don't know that I've seen you win. Is this your first winner?
Dude, tell your boys come hang out on Wednesday nights.
All right, so Richard Lyson, Rich. Hey, Richie Rich.
Richard Lyson.
Richie
Rich the man.
Guys, if you're just joining us, so who's that? Spider and Chaddock. That was our last game for the night. Richie Rich. Make sure you open a ticket. Hang on, let me tag you. Richardson, open a ticket
Let me
in
do it first.
support.
Oh,
But yeah, I will send you. I'll get your information. I will send you a common time warden. Congratulations. That's you can make a quick $50, or you can hold on to it for not too not too far in the past. I want to say in the last probably 3 or 4 weeks, those were up over 100. In the past, they've been up over 1,000. Or you can use them to generate big time tokens or play to earn in the big time game. But we can talk about that more um, in your ticket, or you can join us tomorrow night, guys. If you're on the live stream, we will be on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, playing big time. Thanks to shout out to Abel. He's not here. Abel ETH Gaming. He's got his own YouTube channel, but has been a community member with us for almost, gosh, we're getting close to 3 years, guys.
dude, it's wild that we've been doing this for almost 3 years. It's really cool to see the turnout. And guys, we're gonna be doing tomorrow the big time event. So Rich, congratulations. If you want to, again, you can sell it or you can figure out how to use it, and we can show you at our event tomorrow. We're gonna have a gaming event with everybody. So if you want to hop in, we can show you how to use it. Or again, it's yours. So congrats. But
Scorch, thanks for keeping those for us, and guys,
yeah,
we'll get
no,
the
it's
prizes sent
been,
out to you. If you want to, if you're not Rich, Rich, you have the common time warden. Everyone else 1 through 10 there. Um, each win, you have the option of an alluvium disc. You can choose a Serum City pass. You can also choose $5 of crypto. So long as I have it or it's not too cumbersome to exchange, I'll send it to you. I don't mind. If you want something like
don't ask for
fart
anything
coin, that's not going to
stupid like
happen.
Obama coin or Trump
I'm not.
coin,
Yeah,
or
I'm not
because
buying any Trump coin, but if it's a common
oh,
thing and I can get it to you, I don't have any good way to send anything on Binance. But we can sort that out on your tickets, Rich. I'll get with you in your ticket as well and tell you what I need for your common time warden. But I'll go ahead and end our live stream, and also this is the end of game night, but we'll stand around and chit chat for I'm sure for a minute. But if you're on the live stream, if you're watching either live or on replay, thanks for watching. You need to be in our Discord to actually win. But come check us out. Come hang out. Like we just mentioned, we've been here for did we start in February? Have we already rolled over 3 years? I don't
we
know.
got to figure out when our anniversary party is.
Yeah, because we need a 3-year anniversary party. But guys, we've been in this for a while, and we've got a lot of people that have been with us in this community. And when I say we, I don't mean the Alpha Origins team. I mean the Alpha Origins community. We've all been here for a while. We've been through the crap, and we've been here for each other, and we've been having a good time. So thanks.